Okay. Tell me about your character in the movie.
Well, I played Joey Ramone of the Ramones, which was such an honor for me because I grew up as a skater, and like when Randy and I talked about me playing this part, it was I was so excited, but then I was very nervous because he's a bit of an icon and he has a very specific look, and I like matched a lot of it, being tall and gaunt, so all that worked. But, you know, getting down everything, the glasses, the way his shoulders slumped, and the dialect, which was very tough because he has a different dialect on stage than he does off. And, you know, all of it there was a lot. There was a lot of math that needed to be done, and math was my poorest subject in college.
I mean, every boy, like, wants to play a rock star. You know, what was that experience like? 'Cause
well, yeah, this is a bit of a dream come true. I've always been musical and I've always really enjoyed it, but being able to go up as somebody else, first of all, there's a little protection there because you're just kind of having to be somebody else and not yourself. But I think that once we got the wigs on and got into the thing and we're actually playing Ramones songs, it all just kind of came together. And we were excited and fascinated that the audience loved it and the audience was into it and enjoyed sort of us paying homage to this wonderful legend of a band that kind of started punk rock with CBGB. So.
And I hear you guys have crazy costumes. Tell me about your costume.
Well, we have I don't know that they're crazy. I think that they are exactly what they are for that time, but it's just a lot of black, really. Just a lot of black. Everybody was wearing black back then. That was sort of part of the punk rock thing, leather, black jeans, or even blue jeans at some times. Vans was a big thing back then, but like the Doc van, just like the white no-lace Vans. That's all they had me in the entire time because that was a big Ramones thing, where they'd have black tops, black jeans, and then just white Vans. I feel like that kind of is in these days. I don't think we've changed a lot.
I haven't.
Guys, keep it simple. Guys, y'all have to do something every spring. Something else comes out. We have been in jeans since 1912. That is all that's happened for literally the last 100 years. Hi, darling. Oh Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Good to see you.
Good to see
How's
you.
it going?
Cancer, but they got it all out.
I know. We both have boo-boos.
Oh, but this is not a boo-boo.
I know. That's more than a
Cancer,
boo-boo.
but they got it all out.
By the way, wonderful. We share a very graphic and fun conversation at the bar, talking about some Hilly's chili, which was her son in the movie.
And I was vomiting.
And she
while they were giving me that shit. It was pure shit.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
And I almost vomited. So finally they changed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you actually ate some of it?
I had to.
I didn't eat anything. Really?
I had to.
Oh, wow.
And then, they saw me turning green. So they changed it.
I thought that you were just acting that entire time. You really didn't enjoy
I was
it.
acting, but I was trying not to. And I think maybe it was funny because I really was awful.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
And I think she was a good cook. She was a person.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this was actually real.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter was there, and she told me all about this character.
Right.
So I tried to become more like her than I would normally do.
Mm-hmm. That's, I think, what was so wonderful about this world, playing Joey Ramone, playing Hilly's mother. I think that there was something that we could all come together and kind of just figure out how can we bring this to the movie theater for people so that we can just give them a little slice of Hilly's life and a slice of the life of everybody around it, A fellow Ramone right here. Hey, buddy.
How you doing, man?
Good to see ya. You look great. You have shorter hair. I don't know. I know, exactly. All right, do your thing. Sorry, we're
One more question. What is one word to describe this movie?
One word to describe this movie? Iconic, and not necessarily because of the film. I hope people enjoy the film, but just because of the iconic time that was going on with it and the depth of the creation of music that was happening at that time. It was a bit of a chicken and an egg thing. Punk magazine came out. as punk rockers were coming out, which happened. It probably was a little bit adding to both. You know, you didn't have social media back then, so everything was word of mouth. And at that time, there was something so fascinating about the punk rock movement that brought us really into the Nirvanas and everything. I mean, I was on the West Coast while all this was going on the East Coast, and we had our Nirvanas and everybody like that. You know, like Soundgardens, and everybody was coming out of Seattle, and I was in Portland. And when I was a kid, I didn't know that there was these two different movements, you know, within the same 20 years. But it was all punk rock, and it was all for creative garage band wonderment. I just made that up. That was good.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Good to meet you, silly.
So,
Yeah.